Alright, something a little different today. My brother-in-law, Uncle Bobby we call him, brought this chair over, and this is one that they call them like sling chairs and stuff like that because they got material in there. The material is called Phifertex, and his was all ripped up. And these are well-made chairs, and they're expensive when you buy them new. And the material on his was pretty roached, so he brought it over. Here's what it looks like. It's the original material. As you can see, it's ripped in the corner here, and it's held on. It has plastic piping that goes in these little channels here. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, sort of like that, and it gets stretched. But it has these Allen screws that'll draw it out, so it makes it easier to put it together. This is one of the easier chairs to work on. So, like I say, he brought these over, and he bought new piping, which will make it easier because the piping in there, you know, it's a little twisted and some of it's cracked. So it's cheap. I think for 25 foot of this, which will do 4 chairs, was like $12 or something. And then the material, you got the same. I think this was white originally. There's 50 different colors, and he went and picked white to put on there again. So I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, this stuff is sort of made of plastic or PVC or something. I don't know. But it's so it drains the water and stuff. And it's I think it's supposed to last 7-8 years or so. But anyway, we're gonna take measurements here, and then we'll try and make them a couple sections. And then if this looks good, then we'll do. He's got 3 other chairs, so let me go get a yardstick or something. I got a yardstick here, and what I'm gonna do is take a measurement from on this slit here. But we're going to go from the outside of the slit to the outside of the other one, and just stick that right there. I'm doing this with my left hand, so that's right there on the outside of the slit. You can't see it, but that's where it's at. And come over here, and it's 20 and a quarter. I don't know what it looks like on the screen there, because if I go over here it looks like 21, over here it looks like 22, but anyway, it's 20 and a quarter, and there it is right there. Keep them measurements in mind, because we're going to have to add on a couple different measurements for a double seam and a slit, you know, a little pouch for the plastic piece to go through. So alright, let's go inside, and also want to measure the length of this here. I measured that earlier with a fabric tape measure, and that was 19 3/4. And then the bottom one, believe it or not, the bottom one was, let me see, I don't remember what that one was. I wrote it down though. Oh no, that's what it was. This bottom piece here was almost square. And this was 19 3/4, and this one here was I think 13 1/4, and then we're going to have to add on an inch on each side for a seam. All right, let's go inside and start cutting some fabric. Okay, forgot to mention this is the thread I'm using in case somebody wants to know. Sunstop, you know, it's supposed to be good in outdoor weather, and it's polyester bonded, and the size I'm using is 92, which won't mean anything to most of you guys, but you know, it's pretty heavy duty. You can't really snap it with your hands, and you can probably do this on a regular machine. I don't know how well you do with the thick thread and stuff, but you know, that isn't really where the strength is at. The strength is at in the fold and the piece of plastic, so you'll probably be able to do this with no problem with a regular machine. We're going to use the old Sailrite though. Alright, let's go inside and get some work done. Alright. Here's what I did. I actually made a paper. This isn't a template, this is actually the piece. I went and tried it on for size because you don't want to make a mistake with that $25 a yard material. So here's what we did. Our width across here was 20 1/4, and then for the sides you want to add a 1/4 inch on each side for a hem. Alright, so then we're going to add, I'm going to do this in decimals for you so it's easy to add up. 20.5, right? And then we add another 0.5 for the hem, and then another plus 1.75. It's 1 3/4 for the sleeve. Got this little, I don't know if you can see that, yeah. Like I said, I even mounted this on a chair to make sure it was the right measurements. But anyway, and then you add that. So you're going to add 2 of these, right? That'll be 3.5, right? Yeah, 3.5, and then I'll make this 21. Right. Oh yeah, that's 25. It's 20. I'm sure somebody caught that. So anyway, this everything will add up to 24 1/4. Alright, that's what our measurement is going to be from one end to another. And then you start folding it, and you'll wind up with 20 1/4. Alright. Now this way, this, I don't think you guys see me take this measurement. From one end to the other was 13 1/4. Let's see, 13.25. And then we added a hem, a 1 inch hem on each side. Alright? So it'll be one on one side, one on the other, so it'll be 2. So then we come up with 15.25 overall. Alright, you're wondering why such a big hem? Because there's going to be a double stitch across there, even on the side, double stitching. So that's how I come up with my numbers. Alright, so that's the overall, and that's the overall. We got to cut a piece of fabric that size, and like I said, this is all hemmed up. Instead of sewing it, I taped it and tried it out, and it's pretty much the same as the original. Alright, let me cut some fabric and I will turn you back on. Alright, I cut 2 pieces. They're both backs, and that way I keep the material at, square and level the whole way up, and it just makes it easier. Alright, what we did is, this is the one, this is the top, this is the bottom, and I made it an inch hem here, and now I'm just going to fold it over. This stuff will hold its shape if you didn't want to pin it or nothing. I like to staple stuff, And then couldn't find my little tool here. Little tool here will help you flatten stuff out. Okay. So you can put that through a machine just like that, and it'll stay. But I like to staple stuff, That way I don't have to worry. The staples pull right out. Like I say, it's just holding it while I lay down a stitch. Alright. Yeah, do the other side there and then we'll go to sewing machine. Alright, let's run 2 stitches, then we'll take the staples out. Let me sit down here. You don't have to lock this stitch, but I'm going to anyway. Oh, look at that. Made a blooper. Made a blooper. That's what happens when you do the filming. You don't pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to cut the thread. I'm not going to cut the film. Blooper's a blooper. It happens to the best of us. It happens. Alright. Don't get flustered. Let's try it again. It's better. Like I say, you don't have to lock this stitch, but I am anyway. Alright. That looks good. Looks real good. Alright, I'm going to run the other one, take your staples out, and then we'll put the double stitch in. The double. Alright, got both sides stitched up. Now I'm going to put another stitch about 1/4 inch over. Alright, that's what it looks like. You guys won't be able to see it because it's white on white, but look real hard. Alright, came out nice. And I'm going to do the other side, and then I'm going to go get some dinner. And we'll see you when we get back, alright? Alright. We marked out 1 3/4 here from the edge. And then 1/4 inch from the edge. And what we did is, that's going to be our little loop to put our piece of plastic in there. And then I folded it over here on that edge and made a crease. And then we took this one and that's going to make us our hem. Alright, so what I'm going to do is that gets folded over, and then it gets folded over here, and I'm going to put a staple in it because it's pretty tough. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to put the first stitch in down here and then come back and do this 1/4 inch hem. That way it holds all this together. Got me a double staple there. Alright. Let me staple this up and then we'll go over. I'll see you over the sewing machine. Alright, let's throw some stitches in this thing. Gonna want a lock stitch on this, so let's do that. Looks good. Tough to see with that white thread. It blends in so good. Alright, let's do the other side. Alright, we'll tape these staples out and then run stitch down there. And then we'll turn these back on. Alright, got staples out. And I moved my guide here, so let's throw some stitches on this top end. Hope the top end stays where it belongs. There we go. There we go. Alright, yeah, that looks good. Looks very good. Alright, let me set it on the other side and then we'll go outside and do a test run, alright? Alright. Alright, it's another day here and I loosened these up, brought them out a little bit, and I'll try and put one of the back pieces on. It's a little windy out here today and the wind keeps changing direction. You know, I don't know if you can see the trees and everything moving, but every once in a while we'll get about a 40-mile-an-hour gust. So I'm trying to keep I moved out here, try to keep the wind at my back, but it keeps switching. So let me go get the back and we'll try and put it on. If you get a little wind noise, hey, it happens, right? Alright, I put the new piping in there, so might be a little tough to get in because it's bent. It's taking the shape of the package. But let's give this a try. I see some guys spread these with car jacks and clamps and stuff like that. The material can take that kind of stretch, but I don't know so much about the thread. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get around this way, okay? A little bit at a time. Right. Going in nicely. I'm gonna have to go around here. Go around here. Just hung up on one of my stitches. Try and tighten these up, see what they look like. You guys got a good view of that? This is wrong. It's supposed to be a 13/16, but it must have been in the wrong slot. Alright. Let me go get the right socket for that. Make things a little faster. Alright, you still there? Yeah, I had the wrong Allen wrench. It was in the wrong slot. I had to get a different, go to a different box. Okay, let's tighten it up nice. Like I said, I've seen some guys stretch this stuff and the material will stretch, but I don't know. Let's see, bring this side in. Wow. A 1/4 inch to go. I think we can do it. One a little bit at a time. Okay. Bottom one's tight, and then you just gotta tighten this top one. Don't give you much room for your hand back here, but alright. Alright. Get tightened up nicely. Alright, I'm going to do that. I still have to make the bottoms. I'm going to make all 4 because, like I said, it's 4 chairs. So I'm going to make 4 of them and then I'll show it to you when we're done. You don't have to see me making them, right? If you want to see me make one, just start the video again. Alright, we'll see you when we finish up. Alright, another day here, and I brought the chair over here into the shade because I was getting snow blind over there. The sun was so bright. So, alright, so there you go. It came out looking pretty good. I think Uncle Bob will be happy with it. And nice and tight. Not too tight, but good enough, right? Alright. What do you guys say? Enough of this? Alright. We'll see you in the next one.